Welcome to jkgames, the gaming podcast where we bring you the gaming news we care about.
And maybe some that we don't.
And whether you play on easy mode,
Or you like a good challenge.
this is the show where we'll try to level up your gaming knowledge. Gaming knowledge.
Pew, pew, pew. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We have so much to talk about. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
yeah, we have like 2 weeks worth full of video game announcements. Summer Game Fest happened. A lot of games got shown off, and literally between me and Kayla, we were able to watch 100% of it. So
Yeah.
she's watched half of the things I haven't seen, and for the other part, I think I've recapped that in my brain pretty well.
Yeah.
But we have Kayla got to go on a big ship. She was a pirate for like
Yeah.
a week and invaded
I
some
wish.
islands, right?
Island boy.
She's an island
Yeah.
girl.
So yeah, I went on a cruise. It was really fun. It was my first one ever. We went to the Bahamas. And that was beautiful. We did a 4-day cruise. I know a lot of times people do like the super long, like 7 or 8 day. That just felt like a lot, especially for my first time. I was concerned I was gonna get like seasick. Which I did a little bit, but only towards the end. It wasn't very much. Yeah, I felt like it was. I
Was
could not imagine.
no, keep
Yes,
going.
I could not imagine being drunk on a cruise ship.
Oh,
Like
it's
I could not imagine.
well. Did you? So you didn't imagine it? You didn't get drunk on a cruise ship?
No, but I did, and it's really easy to because you're in the hot like all day. But what's kind of cool is like the whole time basically you're moving, like the ship's moving, so there's a breeze constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really nice. So but no,
And
I had some beverages, but I didn't get like there was some people getting wasted, and I was like, I just don't
oh yeah,
understand
yeah. I
how
think
you could do
every
that.
cruise I've been on, I got incredibly drunk and ended up passing out in the room and going to sleep at like 4:30 in the afternoon. Not gonna lie, that happened one evening. Like I went to sleep at
You're on
4:30
vacation.
p.m. We didn't even make it to dinner. Like I remember because we went with my family and some friends. My mom was like knocking on the door, is like, "Are y'all coming to dinner?" I'm like, "Nope, not gonna make it. I just want to sleep here." And it was like pitch black. And I watched The Holiday, that movie with those
Holiday.
actors in it. You know, it's like that Christmas movie. It's sort of old.
Yeah.
I just remember watching that and like passing out in the room. Um, the cruises are great. Like you eat a lot. There's a lot of free ice cream.
Yeah.
Um, and I know you had some tasty foods.
I did. I was telling her, she was asking what my favorite dish was. And what's cool about cruises, and if you've been on one, is like it's all inclusive for the most part. And so
Mhm.
the food is wrapped up into your price for the ship, which we got a great deal. We went on a Carnival cruise. Um
Oh,
and I had a
oh, oh,
balcony, which
oh,
is great.
oh, oh. So
Yes.
I didn't know you went on a Carnival cruise. Okay, this changes
Yeah.
everything 'cause that's the only cruises that I've been on, okay? You know, they're not the fanciest.
No.
You know, but they're good enough, I can tell you that. And
Yeah.
for your first cruise experience and my only cruise experience, Carnival's great. They have this cake called the chocolate melting cake though, and like, oh,
Jericho.
that's the only reason I go on these cruises. That and the Goombay smash drink, okay? So one of the drinks of the day, I don't remember if it was on a Monday or Thursday. Actually, probably was on a Tuesday because that's the day I got stuck in my room drunk at 4:30 in the afternoon.
I love how you remember the exact
I
day it
do, I
was.
do.
No, that's Hunter. Hunter, my husband, that was his favorite thing was that cake. Like, he
Listen,
ate it every single night.
I'm
Jericho, I
so
hope
glad
he's
they
in the
still
chat. Hunter, are
yeah,
you in the
hell yeah,
chat?
that cake, that's all I go back is the chocolate melting cake. I want 2 of those to go, please. It's all inclusive. You can
Yeah.
ask for more. They
I did
don't
not know
they're
that.
you're not limited to 1, 2, or 3 things. You could keep asking for the food. Uh, also gained about 10 pounds my first cruise. Yeah, that's a true story too.
That's
It's
hey,
a
I
lot.
understand.
There's a lot of eating.
The slippery slope. I also went to the casino for the first time on the
Ah,
cruise. It
yeah,
was nice.
yeah.
Uh, I don't need to spend much time in a
That's some
casino.
gaming right there, you know?
Gaming, coin pushing.
Real life loot boxes.
I literally, yeah. That's the same feeling it gives you, the gamble feeling, like,
Yeah.
you know?
One last
But
story
yeah,
about cruises and I'm done. Okay, and I'm done
okay.
interrupting you about your cruise. Me and Audrey went on a cruise together.
Oh,
'Cause
I didn't know
she
that.
had never been, and I was like, "I'm Jerica. This would be my 3rd cruise. I'm a professional. We're gonna have the cake and we're gonna have the goupy smash, okay?" So we went, and she's like, "Oh, there's a casino. Like, let's go gamble." So we did. We played this one game called Kitty Glitter. Did you see the game called Kitty Glitter? It's
No, let
just
me look
these
it up.
cats. It's just these pictures of cats, and you're like trying to match up the cats, and the more cats you like match up, the more money you win. It's very stupid, very easy to play, but we had the most fun. Audrey was just like, I remember going
Look
back
at
to the
this.
room, and she'd be like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not.
can't
It's
really
not
see
good.
it, but dang it.
There you
Could look up some gameplay on
go.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Dang it. It looks so like from like the 70s or something, just sort
Yeah,
of weird like that. It had that gambling look. Uh, but
that's funny.
Audrey looked at me, she's
Kitty
like,
glitter.
let's go. Do you want to go play more kitty glitter? I'm like, I guess. Yeah, let's go.
That's what we did. So we had one that was similar. It was like an Egyptian woman, and I forget what her name was, but Hunter was like, "She's calling to me," and so we
I
would go
love
back.
that so much. That's so cruises just do
I,
something to you. Like
they do,
you turn
man.
into a
But
different person.
it was so relaxing though. Like normally we pack our trips like full. We're like go 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 go, even if it's on vacation. But
Yeah.
we just chilled. We had some excursions. We went snorkeling,
Yeah.
which is how I messed up my ears. And then we did a stingray encounter. We got to pet stingrays.
How did it feel?
Um,
I've never petted one.
it's
Petted.
kind of rough. Like it's weird. It's like it's very hard to explain. It's like leathery but like bumpy at the same time.
Okay.
Imagine it'd be like petting an old lady, you know?
I was about to say, like, it
Like
sort of feels like my face right now. I need to do a face mask this week. Well, it's rough.
But enough about me. We
Okay.
have
And cruise
it was
ships.
great. Yes, fantastic. But what I really am wanting to know is more about what you've been playing, and I have some questions. So let's get
Okay.
our housekeeping out of the way. If you are new here, my name is Kayla. I'm one of your hosts,
Oh yeah, I'm Jerica, the other host, and we play about
cruise professional.
we play about video games. Oh,
We
I've had a
play
Goombay Smash, okay? You
and
know,
Taco Bell.
and Taco Bell. We play and talk about video games. We do play and talk about them. We play
Yes,
about them.
we play about them. We talk about cruises. You know, it's a modge podge of things that you get over here. Okay.
Yep.
We also haven't had time to just sit and chat, so me and Jericho are just catching up as friends as well.
Yes.
So that's what you're here for as well. You get to see our lovely chemistry discussions. But if you are new here, you should follow us on Instagram and Twitter. It's just at jkgames podcast.
Is this
You
what you
can
do?
check out.
Tell that.
You can. That's our
Oh wow.
social plug. You can check out our when we post when we're going live. We don't have a set schedule, so we try to do weekend
It's
lives.
impossible to have a set schedule, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
but
impossible for us to do
normally
that. But
normally we do like Saturday, Sunday, like
yeah,
night.
it's a weekend-ish time normally.
Yeah, but if you keep up with our Instagram and our Twitter, we let you know in advance so you can be notified and that sort of thing. Um, and also our Twitch, if you're not listening to us live or watching us live, you totally should. We're just at JK Games Podcast there as well. And then if you follow us on YouTube, we post our recordings of the lives. If you do want to see them and look at our faces as we speak, you could go over there. It's just JK Games over there, or the JK Games Podcast. It's one of the two. You'll find us.
Yeah.
If you need a link, just go to our Instagram and click the link. And then, of course, you can email us at jkgamespodcast@gmail.com and let us know things you want to see, all that sort of fun stuff. And then if you leave us a review on whatever platform you're listening on, you get a gold star from us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't lie, because we can't send those anywhere. We can send
Gold
and
star.
we could give you maybe one as a message in Twitch. Like
Yeah.
Hurricane Trine
But
has
you-
given us all these emojis, and I love them.
Aw,
Thank you.
thanks. Aw. Y'all, I just sent them a stressful email. Oh no.
It happens.
Oh no.
Every email I send is stressful.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? Is trying to create a title for a basic conversation. Like
or
how
like
do
a
you?
sign off.
And it's always like, yeah, that it's like you're trying to like you just need to ask like, hey,
Regards.
are you gonna be able to make this meeting at 10 tomorrow? Question mark. Like
Hello.
what kind? And then the title should. I always want to. I overdo the title. I'm like the most grand thing it should be like meeting at 10. Will you join? And I'm like
Yes or
that.
no?
Then I'm like the
Yes or no?
title is longer than the email at that point. I don't know. Whatever.
I agree. And then you got best regards,
Best
Jerica.
regards. Spotlight Games Pod. Thank you for the follow.
Thanks. All right. Well, let's move on to, and if you're also new here, we lay out our episodes normally in 3 different sections, just like a video game. We have easy mode, which we're going to dive into next, talking about what we've been playing this past now 2 weeks. I haven't heard about what Jerica's playing yet, so I'm excited to see
Yes, I've been
what.
playing something new and fun. Two new
Ooh.
things that are really fun.
So we'll talk about that first, and then we'll move into our normal expert mode, which is kind of
It's combined.
engaged in one this time, which we
Yeah.
lovingly refer to as normpert mode. Um, because we have a lot of news to talk about. Pretty much all of our expert mode is based on Summer Games Fest,
Summer
which
Game
happened
Fest, Xbox Showcase, PlayStation State of Play. Wasn't a showcase,
lots.
but a few announcements came from it.
Yeah.
Day of the Devs. What's the other thing?
Devolver
Things.
Digital,
Devolver Digital
and then Wholesome Games.
and Capcom had a
Yes.
showcase as well. So a lot of things. We're not going to be able to touch on every game that was announced or shown off at these events, but we do want to highlight some of the ones that caught our eyes. And
Yes.
yeah. Cool.
All
Mhm.
right. Well, let's dive into our easy mode, baby. Let's go. Jericho. Well, let me lead. I don't have as much as you to
Okay.
discuss.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me lead. Okay, so as you guys may know, if you follow our Instagram or if you have ever listened to our podcast, you know that Super Mario Strikers is something that I have been looking forward to for a while. Um, Unfortunately, I've not gotten to play that much because I was on a ship for a while. I actually took my Switch with me. Um, and I played it some on the plane on the way to our port.
Yeah.
But there's a couple I hate to say this, but there's a couple things I'm concerned about.
Oh no.
And yes. And it's because you know how I told you guys when I played the demo that the mode was a little weird. Like it wasn't 4v4. It was like you could play with like 2v2. And so you
Mhm.
controlled two characters each. And it made it a little wonky because like even though like let's say I started the game and I'm playing online with you, let's just say. And so I pick two characters. I pick like Peach and Luigi. And so those are my characters, Peach and Luigi.
Okay.
And you pick like Bowser and Mario.
Cool.
So you would think like I'd be in control of these two, you be in
Mhm.
control of these two. But you can actually all switch within all of them.
Ooh, I don't know if I like
And
that.
no. And so that's how the demo was. And so I was like, okay, maybe that's just like the demo experience. But it seems like that's the real game too, that you can't play. Now, I haven't gotten to test it because I haven't gotten this big of a group together yet. But I've read some complaints online that you can't have like there's it's if you're doing 4v4, it has to be two people on one switch, like couch co-op,
Mhm.
versus two people online doing another couch co-op for it to be four total, like 8 total players. So I don't know. That could still work, but it's not as what like encompassing as I thought it would be.
Huh.
Like it's not, and I think that's because we know like Nintendo does not do a great job with online play.
No, they don't. I don't know why.
Um,
I don't know if there's a barrier or like they just like to do things that they're like, "Hey, this might be cool. Let's do something else that, other online games have success with. Let's do something different."
And the cool thing is that they have the ability to do clubs, so, like, you can create a club and be in, like, this soccer club online, which is super cool, and you can, like, earn points. There's flair, Jerica. You can get flair. There's, like, helmets and
Oh, that's
uniforms and
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Let's
love that.
after my little complaint that I had about the online, let me talk about the game itself really
Okay.
quick.
Yeah.
It's stunning. It's beautiful. I love it. It feels very authentic to the original GameCube game. And the supers are super fun, like the super strikes, and everybody has their own like move set.
Mhm.
Everybody has their own abilities. The characters. There was some complaints. Um, oh, sorry, I was reading something. I don't understand that comment. But it there were some complaints about not a super wide character roster. Like I think there's 10 characters you can choose from, which is fine with me. Like, because that's how the original game was. You didn't necessarily full like Mario cast
Yeah.
necessarily, but it looks great. It plays really well. Like the passing's really seamless, and like they added in like items where you can use like item boxes. That's fun. I think I just need some more time. Okay, I understand. So, uh, the comment we got is referring to Nintendo. Are you guys tired of releasing half finished products or products that don't meet the level of Sony? Or okay, gotcha. I see. Yeah. At first, I thought they were talking about us. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, I'd be like, "Hey, I take it. Sure.
I get
Yeah,
it.
I wish we were a Sony product because
Right.
we're not even on
Um,
Nintendo's level right now
but no, it's just I've always
with all
had
the
some games
online
out
issues
there.
that we have, you know, like, I'm trying to keep going with the joke. I'm done now.
Clever,
Ugh.
clever. Yeah. So I need to test fully before I judge like the online capability and the options. One of the best things about this game is like being able to play it with your friends, and so I think that that's what I'm looking for is a little bit more seamless of like an online play thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't really been playing anything else new. I am still playing Life is Strange Remastered, which is super good. I haven't got a chance to finish episode 2 yet, but I plan on streaming it. So if you follow our Twitch, you can get notified when I go live, and uh I like interact with you guys, helping me make decisions because they're hard. But I've been playing that, and then I've still been playing a lot of Fortnite. A new season of Fortnite came out. That's super fun. There's some cool skins. I've become that person. Yes,
I
I
will
have.
play Fortnite with you as soon as I was talking to Josh, friend of the show, Nintendo expert, about like he's been playing Fortnite with y'all, and I was like, I really want to get on there when they have the arcane skins, okay? Like I want the
Yeah,
arcane characters because he said that they're not there right now. And I'm like,
they're
what?
not.
They're not always there?
No.
Dang it.
See, that's
So
the Fortnite thing
see,
is
I
they
don't like
do
that. Like,
special skin drops that you can only get. Like right now, they're doing a series where like new skins drop every day, and if you don't get them that day, then they're gone. Yeah,
well, you have to tell me
I will
when they're
for sure.
back because that's when I'll hop on.
Okay.
Yeah, and definitely since there's no build mode, I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
wanna
So that's all I
that's the
play.
mode that grandma needs to play because I cannot
Yeah.
build as fast as the kids are building these days.
I cannot either. That's why I just don't do that mode. It feels more like a shooter if you do it without build. Yeah, Nikolai at night said, "Yeah, sorry that wasn't quite clear. I feel like we're just seeing this trend of
Don't be
Nintendo putting out
sorry.
titles."
Sometimes we try to read
No,
stuff
don't be
no,
sorry.
no, don't be sorry. I was actually I agree. I actually feel the same way about Pokemon games. I'm real pissed about them. I love them, but I hate them. I'm like, how do I keep spending $60 on this same game? Or even if they step outside and do something new, like was it Arceus, Pokemon Arceus? I bought that. Only played 2 hours of it. Was
Huh.
it something cool, new, and different? Yes, but like it don't look good. Like I Pokemon Snap looks better. I'm like,
Mhm.
how can this game like we're almost there? Like, can you just not fully commit? And it's like, no,
Yeah.
we know we can do the bare minimum because Jarek is gonna buy
Mhm.
this Pokemon game no matter
Yeah.
what.
Oh, a good point that I want to grab this too. So Katronica said I need to get my hands on the sports though. I don't know how they are. That's a good point. I actually have been interested in that, but excuse me, I just haven't had the time to like put into it because I loved Wii Sports and it's supposed to be like essentially the same thing. And she said I need bowling back in my life. Yes, and then we
I
also had a
immediately thought of
comment.
the bowling.
Yeah, in agreement with you. Nikolai at night said Arceus was so empty.
Yes, it was.
Agree with that. All right. Well, that's really all I've been playing. I can't think of anything else. Playing a little bit more Stardew Valley again, kind of back in that kick when like driving in the car.
It's a perfect like
Um,
road trip game to
yes.
play.
Yeah. But that's
Okay.
really all. I wanna hear about your stuff, Jerica.
Well, I'm gonna cue this up because I've been playing a new game. I got a
Ooh.
little video to play. This game came
Yeah.
out last year, and ultimately, like, I never picked it up because I was like, it's just a card game. I haven't played a card game in a long time, like a video game card game in a while. Um, but I've been playing Inscription. You can get it on
Ooh.
Steam, and I just got a little trailer queued up here that we can watch as I'm talking about it. But
Yeah.
It's creepy, Kayla. It's really
I
creepy.
heard.
So, like, there's, like, these little cards that you're using, they're all animals. You don't have to be, like you don't even have to know how to play solitaire to play this game. Basically, it reminds me of playing the old school Pokemon card game, uh, which is not
Ooh.
that hard to play. Yeah, people actually buy Pokemon cards to play a game. Did you know that?
I did. I
Actually a
used to
real
do it.
yeah, I used to actually play the game, not just collect the cards.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, this game's awesome. Like, I didn't think I'd get as addicted to a card game as I would, but it's not only a card game. Like, you're gonna go through and have different bosses to fight, but basically it's a roguelike because you are gonna eventually die and have to start over again.
Huh.
But it's really cool because there's a lot of mystery around the the game itself because like I don't really know if I'm not really good at queuing up videos, so let me stop talking and focus. I really don't know what's going on because there's a story. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're in this like cabin playing this creepy card game with this thing with creepy eyeballs, and he keeps putting mask on and
Yeah.
like changing it up. And I know like I haven't looked up any spoilers because I really want to be surprised. But hopping like in and out of playing the card game in the game, you get to explore the cabin and like figure out clues to, like what's going on. And there's like little the cards start talking to you at some points and give you like
Ooh.
clues on things to look for in the cabin. Because you're basically I feel like you're stuck in a loop in this situation. I
Yeah.
haven't really figured out why. But they're like trying to help you get out of the situation. And like every time you get to a certain boss or the cards are all like it's like almost like people are stuck in the cards you're playing and
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh no, he's doing that boss again." It's like they're used to going through this with you. I don't know. I don't know what's happening
Ooh.
in the game yet, but the card stuff is fun. Like there's enough change with each round that just makes you want to go
It's not
again when you
redundant.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like you can take different routes on this little board and play against different bosses. You can make sacrifices with different cards. And like you can at
Ooh.
the end you can like combine a card and make it your own card. And I've been naming my custom cards really stupid things. So when I finally get to play with the card, I'm like, I forgot I called that one like butthole or something. Like it's really I'm like a 12-year-old boy with some of the cards I'm naming
Butthole.
butthole. um, but yeah, Inscription is a fabulous game.
It
I
looks
played
really
it.
cool.
I probably played it most of my off day, like a few days ago, like so, like 8+ hours,
Well,
and I
I
still
looked it
haven't
up because
beaten
I
it.
was curious. It's 12 hours. It averages around 12 hours.
Okay, so
So you're not too far
I'm
off.
starting to make progress. Like every round, there's like something new you sort of uncover that gives you a leg up against this weird, creepy thing with masks. Um, I almost feel like it's gonna be like a Wizard of Oz situation where you pull back the curtain and it's like three cats. I don't know. You're playing against and they're just like hiding. 'Cause you never see the thing you're fighting. It's just like glowing eyes in the dark. And they always put on a
Sometimes,
mask. So you don't know what
yeah,
it is.
sometimes it's creepier to not know than when they reveal it, you know?
I know, right? So it's probably gonna be something stupid, like three little cats on stacked on top, like trying to scare you. I don't know.
That's
But it's
creepy.
such a good game. I didn't think it's been a while since like some other smaller games like hooked me that hard, like right off the bat. Like I got invested really quickly. So,
Ooh.
so I've been
I'm
playing
excited
that.
to hear.
Yeah. So if you haven't played Inscription, it pulled me away from Destiny, and that is what I play most of the time and also very addicted to, but this pulled me away from Destiny.
We have a
Um
question in the chat.
yeah,
Nikolai at Night said, "Does it give some type of cohesive narrative?"
yes, it does.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
little bit of a mystery, and like you have to put together some pieces, and still it's a little ambiguous, but it's starting to like you're starting to pick up on a few things. It's interesting.
There's a plot, it seems.
I hope so. I haven't beaten it yet, so I don't like if it just ends with like no answers, then maybe not, but you're definitely building towards something as you're
Okay.
playing. hmm
Speaking of building towards something, didn't you try another new game that came out this past week? The Corey?
Oh
Didn't you try
yes,
that?
I was like, "What did it have something to do with building?" And then I
No.
forgot.
Fortnite.
I tell Kayla, yeah, I was like, I tell Kayla things. I'm like, I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I forgot like the other game I played. I'm like, how many games did I tell Kayla I played? Did I play 2 or did I play 3?
I think
Horrible
you said
memory.
3.
So I also did me and Audrey, my girlfriend, we are doing couch co-op and playing the Quarry. So if you're a
Yeah.
fan of if you ever played Until Dawn, like the next spiritual successor to that game, and it's so far not as scary off the top as like I was in Until Dawn, but Until Dawn was sort of like in your face, like horror movie, cabin in the
It was
woods, like
slasher, kinda, like,
teenagers being
campy.
stupid, which this is sort of like that too, but it's not as I don't think it leans into the cheesiness as much as
Mhm.
like Until Dawn did.
I don't
Um
mind that.
yeah, I do too. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the story's still interesting. You're in the woods. Mysterious things are happening. No one's died yet, and we haven't really got into like true danger yet in the game. But since we're playing couch co-op, at the beginning, each of me and Audrey like pick the characters we're gonna play as. So at some point, I'll play, and then it swaps to the other character. So I hand off the controller to her. Um, but yeah, same thing that you loved about Until Dawn. I think the quick time events are a little easier because it's not like specific
Mm.
buttons yet. It's just like the left thumbstick up, down, left, or right. Like it's not like if you're playing on PlayStation, triangle or square or anything like that. It's just the thumbstick, which may be a little bit easier for people. I like a challenge. I like to hit X, circle, triangle, triangle, and like do things like that really fast, which some of the previous games did. But this is just like you just gotta go up on the thumbstick to dodge that branch. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, it's not as hard.
Hurricane Tron said, "Is it gory?"
S- I don't remember any points yet that's been too gory, so but we haven't really seen the danger yet, and no one's
Think
been murdered, so I don't know how gory. Like if it's anything like
yeah.
Until Dawn, it might get a little
Yeah.
gory. So far,
I'm
it's
sure you
not.
could see online if it is or not. Okay, well, so is there, like, a co-op mode, or do you just decide who you play as? Or, like, how does that work
I
with
let
playing
Audrey
co-op?
pick all the cool characters she thought was cool, and then I picked all the dum-dums. Every any of the characters that look like a derpy derp, I'm playing them. So,
So it's classic Until Dawn style where you, like,
mhm,
switch between character
yep,
moment and, like, they give you some narrative, like, backstory as to why they're all there together.
a little bit because
Not
they're
yet?
basically the characters are at this camp, like summer camp, and it's the end of summer, so they're about to go back home. Like
Mhm.
they're like probably students that are about to graduate college or maybe their
Okay.
senior year, and they're just like doing this job for the summer. And literally, it's the end of summer, and they're about to go home. Something happens to the car. The camp counselor's acting weird. He leaves them there because the car won't run, and the kids are like, "Well, that was weird. Let's have a party and drink." So,
Ah!
yep, hashtag dum dums. Instead of like trying to get out of there and trying to like, which the counselor, like the adult in charge, didn't make any sense. He just left the kids there because the car wouldn't
Yeah.
crank, but he had another car, and at least 3 of them could have fit in there. He left them all there. He's like, "Screw y'all, kid." Like he knows what's up, so he's getting out of there. But he left all the
Maybe
kids
he's
there.
sus.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay. This sounds interesting. I definitely wanna play it. It's on my list. It came out the same day as Strikers, so I had my priorities.
We definitely should as soon as like online co-op is live because it's not out. I think it comes out like probably this week or something. We should play it and stream it.
That would be fun. We could do all that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. You said you had one more, right?
I don't remember what it was. If I
Oh, okay.
did, I feel really bad. Just don't. If I said 3, I'm sorry.
Maybe maybe I'm messing with my own brain now. Maybe you just said 2,
I
but
don't
both of those
know.
are really good,
I have a
really
horrible
good ones.
memory. Oh.
Sounds
Okay,
like you had a great experience with both.
I did.
All right. Well, now we're gonna move into our new slash expert mode. Jerica's gonna cover the portions that she was able to watch pretty much everything on.
Yep.
And I was able to watch like a lot. I didn't get to watch the Xbox showcase or the State of Play live, just because I was working at the time. So I watched some of the clips afterwards though, so I do have some context. But we're gonna walk through those first. Jerica, which one are you gonna start with?
So I'm gonna definitely start with. Oh, you know what I forgot that I played? I just saw the trailer. I played the Cult of Lamb demo. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched gameplay of Cult of the Lamb. It's Cult of the Lamb. I've been calling it Cult of Lamb. I've been
Cult
forgetting
of
the extra "the." Cult of the Lamb. The demo is out if you have PC, but it is so good. It's gonna be it might be my game of the year. Like,
Ooh.
I even quit playing the demo because I was having such a good time with it, 'cause I didn't wanna, like, know anymore. I was like, "We're about to sacrifice this cute little buddy, I'm gonna stop." This is what yes, this is it's I know it sounds a little creepy, but just watch the trailer for it. It is a cute game, I promise, about this
Ooh.
lamb cult and, like, sacrificing his little friends to join his cult. Anyways, I played the demo of that and it was really good. Okay.
Ooh.
Um, the first thing I wanna touch on, we're going into the news now, right? We're talking about
Yes.
State of Play was the first event, the kickstart, the Game Fest series of announcements. It wasn't a showcase from Sony, it was really just a quick 30-minute, "Hey, here's what's coming, soon to PlayStation," and then, like, a lot of VR titles, I think got announced or, like, promoted. Um,
Yes, definitely.
the biggest thing from this event that I got excited for was that what they opened with, and that was the Resident Evil 4, um, remake demo. Not demo, I don't know, I
Yeah.
got demo on the brain, there's no demo, I wish there was. Um, but the first thing in the trailer it pops up is the date, 3/24/2023, so next year. Um, and I was like, "What is this?" Because 'Cause you're, like, watching the trailer, and at first I thought it was, like, Last of Us, but I was like, Last of Us don't
Some
have
people
R
said
in
that,
it.
yeah.
Then I was like, "Rockstar? What? Is it Red Dead Redemption? I don't understand." And then it gets revealed that it's Resident Evil, 4, and that is one of the title that was the first Resident Evil 4 is the first, Resident Evil game I ever played. Played it on my GameCube. Halo GameCube
Ooh.
days. Um,
Yeah.
and it's a really it
Didn't
was a
play that one.
fun, creepy game at the time. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't remember much from it, which is great because it's gonna be like I'm rediscovering this game all over. Even just like as a teenager, little kid, I don't even think I was in my teens when I played this. Like I was way too young to probably be playing this game. Um, it was just super cool. And like I said, I have not played it since. I've been holding off for this remake because it's gonna look so good, remade completely. But yeah, Resident Evil. We have another Resident Evil game coming. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. I've been told by a lot of people that this is their favorite Resident Evil game.
It
That
does have
it's
a
their
pretty
favorite
good
one.
story from what I can remember, and I've, like, watched a few people, like, play it, like, in VR and stuff, like, there's a VR mode of, like, the original game that you can play, which is sort of weird and funny to watch people play. Um, yeah, it's good. I don't wanna say too much more because I want everybody yeah, Kayla, you gotta play it.
I definitely wouldn't play it because I've only played 2 games. I played 7 and then I played 8. And 8 was, like, my game of the year that year. I think it last year or the year before? Last year? It was last year because I was torn between my game of the year being Resident Evil Village or Life is Strange True Colors because I couldn't decide.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of questions really quick that we'll touch on. Nikolai at Night said, "Are we all gonna fall back in love with again?" I don't know who Leon, uh,
Yes.
but maybe.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
and then we had C Chambus 81. Do you think it's going to have the same challenges in story?
I would
Probably so.
I would hope so because, I mean, they remade, Resident Evil 2 and 3. You know, I played 2, I had never played those because I was way too young at that time. I was actually not that I was too young for it, I was too afraid to play that as baby
Mhm.
Jericho, so I never played 1 or 2 or 3, but they remade both of those games and they look pretty true to what they were, just in a modern, take. So I'm hoping they, keep 4 the same as well, just
Yeah.
update it to where it don't feel so janky.
Right.
An old
Um.
game.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that one next year. PS5. Gonna be awesome. What else did we get from that, Jericho?
I think we got another look at, Callisto the Callisto Protocol. Um, basically the creators of Dead Space, you know, decided to do their own game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have all the specifics, but, you know, Dead Space is getting the remake is coming out next year for Dead Space. So it's sort of confusing, but it's different people made
It's like a
these games.
sci-fi horror kinda game, right?
Yes, it is. Have you ever played Dead Space though?
No, and
Okay,
I know a lot of people told me I would love it.
yeah, me neither. Me neither. So I can't wait to play the remake. But the creators of that are working on this project with another studio. So I think it's pretty funny
Ah,
that Dead Space is getting remade, but the creators are working on this, the original
right.
people. Uh, but the Callisto Protocol, I have a trailer for that, but it might be a little bit too much for the stream because I didn't give a heads up because it is very creepy. Have you watched the trailer for it at all, Kayla?
I have not
Dude, I'll put it
yet.
in here. We're fine seeing some creepy monsters, I hope. So, let me pull it up again.
So, Hurricane Tron said the game looks crazy, bloody, and gory, and
Yes.
then Nikolai at Night said the Resident Evil zombie dogs scared the bleep out of young Nikolai when
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
but a lad.
Terrifying. Resident Evil dogs are terrifying.
So I've been told by a lot of people. I love scary games. Just for context, like I love anything horror. Like I love horror movies. I love horror games. But for some reason, even though that's like a genre I love, and I love being scared and like everything like that, it's not. I haven't played a lot of horror games. So this whole showcase was very much like horror
Scary
centric.
games. I'm playing a clip from the Callisto Protocol, and there is a zombie walking. It's missing skin. Apparently,
Ooh.
this is a major actor. They got blisters all over their faces. There's a weapon that's yeah.
Oh.
Ugh. Yeah, it's a little creepy. Some space zombies definitely are there in this game. Space zombies, creepy things that suck your neck.
Warning.
You know, some of my favorite things
This looks great
to
though.
fight
Like the quality
against.
looks really good.
Oh yeah, looks good. Comes out later this year. Right in time for the holidays. You know
Holiday.
how I like to enjoy my Thanksgiving or Christmas day getting
Some
chased
horror
by
zombie.
blistering zombies. What I do. But I'm all for it. I love scary games so much. Me and Kayla, you'll hear we've just said this a million times just like 5 seconds ago. We love scary games.
Yes. Well, I would love to do a series like maybe this Halloween, like do like a series of games.
Oh
I think that
yeah.
would be fun.
Ugh.
Um, Another thing, like I'm not interested in this, but a new Street Fighter got announced. I know.
Oh yeah, and this like
Um,
I've never played Street Fighter, but did you notice like the character can like walk around town? Like what's going on
yeah,
there? That's so
that's
weird.
new. Yeah, and then another Final Fantasy got announced, right?
Um yes.
Yeah,
Well, Final Fantasy 16 got a new trailer, I think.
yeah, launches summer 2023.
Which isn't the only Final Fantasy news. We'll go ahead and combine it here because on top of that, I forgot Square Enix had a showcase thing or like a 25th anniversary or something, and they finally announced. Uh, why am I about to say Resident Evil 7? um, Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2, but it's Rebirth. It's not part 2. But you know how Final
Interesting.
Fantasy 7 remake came out a few years ago, Kayla.
Hmm.
It was incredible. It's only part 1 of
Yeah,
the game.
it's long.
It's so that we got the announcement trailer for that as well. So Final
Nice.
Fantasy 16, right? Is that we're bad with
Yeah,
Roman numerals, so 10 5. Yes, 16 launches summer of 2023. And I don't know much about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth just yet. There might be a date out there. I just missed it.
we got a couple. We got some. It seems like we have Final Fantasy fans in the chat.
Let's go.
Katranis said get big time for fans of Space Core, which is kind of funny. Hurricane Tron said it looks freaking great for graphics, and then Hurricane Tron also said, "Give me that freaking Crisis Core and Rebirth. I need them in my eyeballs."
What's up with Crisis Core? Because I missed that announcement too. Like, there's something
Yeah.
new with that, or are they just bringing that to? Is Crisis Core was that like a I know I'm asking like he's gonna be able to answer live or something. I feel like there was a PSP game. I'm confused. I don't
We'll
remember.
go back.
I got
We'll circle back.
Goombay Smash Brain.
Goombay Smash, Taco Bell Brain.
Yep. There
So what
was
else?
oh yeah, I'm sorry. There was a we need to wrap this up or we're gonna go all night. I'm sorry. The Call of the Mountain, Horizon Call of the Mountain, PlayStation VR 2 exclusive title. Got a little bit.
Ooh.
We already knew that was coming, but we got to see a little bit of more of the gameplay and how that might play with the VR headset. So if you ever wanted to put yourself in front of those robot dinosaurs from Horizon, well, the answer is going to be this game. It looks
Ooh.
really cool. I can't wait to see like how it feels on like their super duper fancy VR headset. No Man's Sky will come to PlayStation VR 2. I feel like there was another VR announcement. I think here Resident Evil Village is going to be available for PlayStation VR. So if you want to be picked up by Big Vampire Mommy, um you're going to be able to be picked up by her now and
Pick me up, vampire
it'll
mommy.
feel like you're really there looking up at her. I will have to download that just so I can see what that's like. Not because I'm being creepy, it'd just be really funny to finally like, "Oh, wow, she's really tall."
Hi.
I wanna see how
Yeah.
really, like, how tall she is. Alright. So
I
that's
think
it.
that's really it.
That's yeah,
Like
there
big man
yeah,
wise.
and then, Stray is coming out, in July. So, next month, we'll finally get to play Stray. Little cute little
I'm
cat
so
game.
excited for that one. Give me that
Okay.
points. Them points for the fantasy league.
Now, I'm not
Give
gonna
me
take a
that.
whole lot of time, for yeah, you picked up Stray this year, didn't you? I had it last year. Um,
We do
but
a mid-year update.
oh, I don't even wanna look at my list. It's dumb. My list is dumb, I'm mad at it. Also, I won't spend all day on it, but the Xbox Bethesda showcase also happened. Gonna be honest, I wasn't really blown away by it. It was a little bit of a letdown. Now, it was really
Mm.
the main thing people were wanting to see was Starfield. There was, of course, a rumor about Kojima partnering with Xbox. That has been confirmed, but I'm mad about it. Not because Kojima's working with other developers or, platforms. That's fine. I don't care. We can all share Kojima. I'm mad because Phil Spencer got up on stage and was like, "Oh, we have one more other announcement, and we're partnering with Hideo Kojima." Then you got a video FaceTiming Kojima. He's like, "Oh, hello, everybody. I'm working on a game. It's only possible with Xbox's cloud technology, and it's gonna be really cool, something new." I'm not quoting Kojima completely. He says stuff along those lines, and you start get like as the viewer, you're like, "Oh yeah, they're about to show it. They're about to show it." And he's like, "It's still a little further off," and I'm like, "Oh no, we're not gonna see anything." And yeah, it just cuts to black, and he's like, "Yes, that's Kojima. He's get a game for Xbox." And that's all we know. They just put it out there, they just wanted us to
Man,
know, and I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna see gameplay." Nothing.
that plays into what we talked about in one of our most recent episodes about announcements and stuff. And like, I would have rather just not had that. You know,
I
like,
keep it a rumor until you're ready to show something, because like, ugh. Yeah, it
yeah.
was definitely a Kojima flex. It was Xbox flexing, saying, "Hey, we have Kojima, he's making a cloud game for us. You're only gonna be able to play it on your Windows tablets and your clickety-clack keyboard PCs." So, anyways, but other than that, the Starfield gameplay was what everybody was hopefully wanting to see. I'm sorry if there was something from the Xbox conference that I'm forgetting to mention. Um, but Kayla, have you had a chance to see some of Bethesda's newest game, Starfield,
I
gameplay?
did. I
Okay.
did see it.
I can actually I have a quick video of that as well. Let's see, where'd it go? Yeah, here we go. I hit play. Um,
Kojima game that will come out in 2026.
yep. Does it I could possibly be 40 when that comes out. Possibly.
Wow.
It's scary. That scares me. Um, Let me pull this video up of Starfield. So we got to finally see Starfield and what it is. You know, Starfield was supposed to come out of November of this year, but got delayed. Um, Based on what we learned about what we have learned about Starfield, I'm really glad it got delayed. Um,
Mhm.
Looks like there's a lot going on in this game. Apparently, you know, if you're into Bethesda games, you've played Fallout, maybe played Fallout, maybe played Skyrim, Elder Scrolls,
Skyrim.
all that, you'll probably love Starfield. It does still look and feel like a Bethesda game, which I expected. But this is their first new IP since I feel like since I've been alive.
Wow.
I didn't think they would ever make anything other than Skyrim games, Elder Scrolls or
Fallout.
Fallout, right? But so far, it looks pretty good. I don't know why they picked this gross plain planet to showcase the first gameplay
Yeah.
though. It's sort of creepy, desolate, not that inviting. I'm like, why would you pick this planet? But apparently there's over 100 planets, I think, that are
Yeah.
discoverable that you can go and explore. I just hope that, this trailer you're watching right now is the first gameplay. Got some No Man's Sky business here. You can zap
Yeah.
rocks and get materials. I do like
There's
collecting
some
material.
crafting.
I do like crafting, Kayla. I
Yeah.
This is why I love RPGs. There's crafting. You can make choices. The character creator looks pretty dope. Did you see the character creator?
I did. Yeah, it looks really good.
I can sort of fast forward to that.
And
'Cause
then there's like some spaceship mod. You can like build your own spaceship, right? And like like
heck
customize
yeah.
it and stuff. Yeah.
And like some of the towns though, like I skipped ahead a little bit, look really awesome. Like they started off like your first impression was that creepy planet. I was like, why didn't you start with the city?
Yeah.
'Cause that stuff looks really cool. You got that
It
little
definitely
smartwatch that you can open doors with.
ooh, yeah. It definitely looks like I've been seeing a lot of stuff online that says a lot of people are comparing it to like No Man's Sky and Skyrim. Like
Basically.
that sort of thing, yeah.
You
Which
know,
is fine. That's two cool games. I mean,
which, it
ooh.
sort of still reminds me more of Fallout. When I see this, I still it feels more like Fallout because I guess that might be just because it's the last Bethesda game that I played. Um, I like a good sci-fi space game. I love Mass Effect. And this one's not as like in your face sci-fi. It's almost like a realistic sci-fi if that was possible. Like if we realistically got off planet, is I mean, obviously I don't see any blue alien women yet, like you would
Right.
have in Mass Effect. So it's a little bit more grounded in reality, which I'm cool with. I like to see new takes on space things. But a lot of the environments look cool. Cities, towns that you're exploring, characters you're meeting. But yeah, the character creator, I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. You can pick some really cool backstories, and like it gets there's no audio with this clip, but like they react to the people that you interact in with the game like react to your backstory and your
That's
strengths.
cool. That's different.
It's like if you're like a diplomat, the person you're talking to be like, "Oh, I see that you were a diplomat. You're gonna come in handy when we have to, convince people to do things." So
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool how it can be like interactive like that.
yeah. So
I
there's
definitely am gonna see how I might have to watch some more gameplay before I'm sold on like if it's a game I would personally enjoy.
Well, they have it's a first person shooter as well. You can pick your little weapons and customize them, shoot aliens that are trying to kill you, you
Ooh,
know, and pirates, space pirates.
I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot
Seems
going
like there's
on.
a lot of elements.
Yeah,
There is a lot
there's a
going
lot.
on.
There's a lot in Starfield. Then I pulled up a video of Horizon, the racing game. They're gonna have Hot Wheels. Let me pause that for a second. I thought I was gonna showcase that too. But yeah, Starfield on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at a 7 with
Mhm.
excitement.
Okay.
And a 7.
Okay. Okay. On a scale of 1 to Death Stranding or Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, that's hard. I'm like 3 or 4. Because I
Yeah.
don't know it yet. Like me and this
Yeah.
IP we don't know each other yet. It's always like that. Like I can completely say after I play it like best game of all time. It's definitely a possibility. I just don't know. I haven't seen enough to really have that judgment yet, but
I'm interested.
there hasn't been a Bethesda game that's been like, "Oh my god, this is a game changer." I'm gonna be honest, I've even played Skyrim,
I love
right?
Skyrim.
And it's great. But, like, is it revolutionary? Not really, not to me.
Yeah.
But, who knows? This might be a really good game. I'm gonna play it because I love space games. I love being in space.
Space Boy.
Okay,
All
I
right.
don't we can't there's more here we could talk about, but I'm gonna stop at Starfield if that's okay. Redfall looks
Yeah.
great too. We'll probably
Oh
play
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
together. Redfall looks dope.
Yeah.
I love
Redfall does
vampires
look
as
really
well.
cool. Love the music.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I think that's really all the heavy hitters. I mean, there's more, I'm sure, but oh, did we skip the Last of Us announcement?
Probably so. That was in the
Yeah.
state of no, that was in just Game Fest. That was at the end of Game Fest.
Oh, yeah. They're remaking The Last of Us
They're remaking
first
The
part
Last of
one.
Us. That's supposed to come out in September. That is coming out in September. And then they also announced the multiplayer game is a much bigger game than they anticipated. It's taken shape, is formed into its own big, massive thing, and it's gonna be
Ooh.
a standalone title. I
Ooh.
can only imagine things I love about The Last of Us mixed with The Division and Destiny. It's a really dangerous combination for me because I can
Ooh.
only have one of those games in my life at once.
Right. But it all sounds very exciting and it looks phenomenal. I shared a clip on our Instagram of
Oh
the
yeah,
side by
the remake
side.
of the first game looks it's like night and day. Like it looks
It is
way
like
better.
$60 though,
I'm fine with
I
it.
think.
Hey, they
Yeah.
it's re this is the argument I always get in with people. Like it's definitely a complaint that I see people having and like you're paying $70 for a game again. I'm like, well, it's been remade from the ground up. I'd probably
Yeah.
it's worth the money in my opinion. It's not just a
Yeah.
remaster, like it's completely remade.
Yeah.
So if you never
That's
played The
true.
Last of Us, you want to play it, and it will look just like The Last of Us Part 2. It's
That's
the
really
first
cool. And
game.
it'll have dual sense too, probably, right?
I don't know. I haven't. I don't remember reading that anywhere, so I don't know for
Okay.
sure.
Gotcha. Do you want to move on to Day of the Devs really or Devolver? Because
Yes,
I
I've
know
been
you watched that
talking
one, right?
so much. I might need to rest my vocals.
Here, I'll move on. I'll
Yeah,
do one of
yeah. Pick one up for me.
let me do Day of the Devs, which Day of the Devs is primarily I think are all indie titles, I believe. Um so let's go through some of these really quick. I think I had you pull Planet of Lana, if you
Mm,
want to get that one pulled up.
yep.
This looks so cool. So this is a side-scrolling out of Earth adventure, and this one is like it. I didn't. I think I watched this whole trailer. I don't know, but I think you're gonna play it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's
Before then.
playing. You're just gonna get it
So,
very delayed. I apologize.
oh no, it's okay. So you are kind of scrolling through this like again, it's a side scroller, but it's like an adventure type. It almost reminds me of uh like the climbing and like exploration you do in Fallen Order,
Mm.
almost like the way that it plays, and the scenery is just beautiful. Like that's what I remember taking
It
away.
looks like it's
Like
all like hand drawn. Like it looks like a
it
painting.
does.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. So this one, I don't think it got a release date or anything, but it's something that I'm super intrigued in. And that's what I really love about like these smaller showcases is like
Hmm.
I feel like you get to see and like what was cool about this one and about the Wholesome Games Direct is that a lot of times you're talking to the creator that like this is their like baby, like this is their like passion or what they and not to say like AAA studios can't be passionate about things, but it's a little bit different when it's like there's this one game that's like, "Oh, I created this by myself like in
They
my
put all
room."
their eggs in this basket, okay? So like
Yeah.
they're like, I've put all my time into this. It is like,
Yeah.
and they're always a little bit more like unique, a little more like
Yes.
specialized experiences, which I enjoy.
Yeah, like this game I believe like it seems like it's definitely going to have a story, but I love just like how it's so relaxing and chill and you're just exploring this little
It
jungle
sort of reminds
scenery.
me of without obviously it's like a complete opposite, but like Limbo, the side
I
scrolling
haven't
in
seen that.
Limbo. If you ever played that, like going back, it's a little creepy. Yeah, it's a little creepy. But this game's way more colorful. Like Limbo's just like black and white. But same kind of concept. Trying to it's yeah 2D platformer, but it's also still very gorgeous.
Yes. Okay. I'm not live, so is the trailer still playing or did it
Oh,
stop?
what did
Is
we
it still
stop streaming?
No, the
Oh, you
trailer.
scared me. I was like, great.
No, I mean it's I can't tell if it's finished because I'm
Yeah,
watching it play.
I'm like 2 clicks away from the button, so it's gonna be a little bit delayed.
Oh no, it's fine. But the next one that I wanted to talk about that I had you pull the footage for is something I think you're gonna really like. And it's a really weird this one was presented very interestingly. So it's the video whenever you get it pulled up is like it's a mix between like animated and live action. The trailer is. The game is not, from what I understand.
Is this,
And
a little to
a
the
little
left?
to the left.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So a little to the left is like an organization type game, similar to a couple things. So I haven't played It Takes Two. I know It Takes Two is about moving, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of
Well,
like that.
a little bit.
Yes.
Or no, are you getting are you thinking about unpacking?
Unpacking is what I'm thinking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're,
But
like,
what's
putting
the one where it's co-op and you're
Yes, It
helping
Takes
each
Two.
other?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, you
yeah.
know what you're talking about, I'll just shut up.
No, no,
I'll
no.
just shut up, I don't know what I'm doing.
This one's interesting. So basically you're organizing things and you're straightening things and like your cat can come in and just mess it all up. So there's a cat involved.
Ah, okay, I got it pulled
Okay,
up.
so
Okay, here we go.
you might have to fast forward a little bit.
It's
Let's
it's
see.
it's here now. Like, I see, like,
Okay.
stacking,
Yeah, so it's almost
food.
like a game for like if you have a little bit of obsessive disorder and like things have to be like exactly you're like matching items and stacking them and like straightening them, and it reminds me a lot of unpacking in that way. So like I imagine there's a narrative. They talk a little bit about how wide, story, but I just love the little knickknacks that you get to go through. And I'm assuming, I hope what I loved about unpacking is how simple it was. But as you play it, you learn more and you use context clues to like learn about the family, what the main character's like going through. So yeah, it's a really cute, like matchy, like organizing game that I think is gonna do super well. Big old puzzle game, that's right. Um, Super vivid and beautiful 2D games are a chef kiss, yes. Uh, and then I want to play It Takes Two, but it turned off by the cinnamon toy me now.
Yes, that part was really sad, I know what she's talking about.
um, so yeah, it looks like possibly this game is in like live action and also like the video game, or I can't tell if that's just kind of like what they
I
used as
hope
their
so.
marketing.
I was like, "Oh, these are, like, just 2 people, like, come on into our house."
Yeah,
Which I think is fine. I think that's part of the game. I hope it is. That's really funny.
that's really funny. So that's another cute little game that got showed off at Day of the Devs. That I definitely think I'll be picking up. A lot of these games from these indie studios didn't get release dates because I think that they are kind of. Oh, that one actually did. It comes out July 28th on PC and Switch.
Okay.
I think that'd be a great Switch game. So another one that I didn't have you pull anything for, but that I wanted to talk about really quick is Bear and Breakfast. Have you heard about this
I think I
game?
did. You're a bear running a bed and breakfast, right? It is
Yes.
what it is, and I love it. I'm here for it.
And there's a lot of like customization and multiplayer aspects too.
Yeah.
And so this one's coming out July 28th as well on PC. And it's just really cute. You run this bed and breakfast, and you're literally a bear named Hank. You manage the bed and breakfast, so like you get to kind of customize it and like almost like dining dash kind of style,
Mhm.
like serve them. And so that one looks really fun. Okay, really quick, last one that we have a video for Day of the Devs. Roots of Pacha.
Okay.
Roots of Pacha is a prehistoric farming sim.
Let's
Okay,
go. I'm sold. That's all you needed to say.
stay with me, okay? Because this game looks so good. If you know me, you know I love the game. I love a good like unique, like this one is super unique to me because like again it literally takes place in prehistoric times in the Stone Age. And you build like this whole community around your farming endeavors. And so like you pick out a plot of land, you meet these people, you're coming up with like evolving with technology too. And so you along the way, yeah, you figure out many techniques that lead to modern humanity, from irrigation to animal domestication. The Steam demo is actually out right now. I have not got to play it yet, but I want to play this demo. It looks delightful. Um, it looks like there's also just like some rhythm game aspects. I think it just showed that, um, like rhythm timing games. So it looks like there's a lot of mini games, sim game, which I always love that when they do that. The characters look super unique. Oh my gosh, the bear puns in our chat is funny. Hercatron said, "Oh, this game does look good." Yes, 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 yes. Um, so super excited for that one. I definitely want to get to playing the demo. Did not give an exact release date, but again, you can play if you have PC or Steam. Uh, you can play that right now for the demo. So I don't have the developers or the studios, but you can always look it up if you would like. That I think is all from this one that I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of really cool games. If you guys want to look up a recap and look at all the gorgeous indie games definitely look at Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest. So yeah, Jericho, do you want to talk about Devolver a little bit, and then I can finish up with the wholesome games?
Well, the main game that we're here to talk about, like, I got real country just a second.
The
Hold
main
on.
thing we're here to talk
One
about.
dang thing here we're talking about. Devolver, obviously I watched all their conferences just because it's always a show. It's like also they have a whole team they have that are, actors and actresses that come in and do this showcase. And it's
Yeah.
always this like off the walls, ridiculous and just hilarious. So of course they had their skit this year. Um but they did show off some games that caught my eye. The first one, let's see. Besides the Cult of the Lamb. I will not start I got to start saying Cult of the Lamb. I keep calling it Cult of Lamb, forgetting the D. Um, trying to figure out what was the name of it. You're like,
The oh, isn't there the Plucky Squire? Wasn't
yep, and
that?
then Angerfoot, like it's you have to watch gameplay for Angerfoot. I don't have it pulled up, but basically you're like this thing running around kicking things, and this thing's trying to kick you, and it looks really ridiculous. But it's called Angerfoot. I guess because you're putting your anger and you're putting your foot in people's
I'm looking at
faces.
the art right now. It looks really like bright and colorful. That's kind of cool.
But yeah, the besides the Colty Lamb game, also the Plucky Squire got me pretty excited because I wasn't expecting what kind of game that was until I saw the trailer. I was like, "What?" So I'm gonna play the little recap here out of the first trailer that came out for it.
I like
Oh,
that it looks like a kid's like it looks like a story I would have been read as a kid, you know? I think that's pretty fun.
have you seen the whole trailer for this yet?
No.
I'm trying to get it pulled up. Here we go. All right. So it's not what you think it is. Like it turns into something else that's pretty cool. So
Ooh.
automatically I think it's awesome because I love the animation, the creativity that goes into like, yeah, it's an animated game that you're playing in a children's book and it's playable. It looks really cool. Um it's almost like super lifelike. If I like actually was looking at this kid's book, I could see the art style and the drawings, but you're playing it in a game. It's insane. Like that this all of this is just really cool.
It's very
But it
innovative.
but it takes another step forward. It goes off the rails here cuz then now it's a 3D platformer. Like now this little character is off the out of the
Oh,
book and like into the real world. The game takes a whole other turn and it decides to freak you out even more and surprise you and it looks phenomenal.
that is so cool.
Very cool looking game. A lot of crazy things happening. Yeah, like it is super different. I've never seen anything like it in a combination of all those different things. Um, but the key art for like the YouTube thumbnail and like the promotion doesn't sell me, but the trailer does. Like I just see the trailer and or the images and I'm like, what is that? Just it looks like a kid's game. But no, it's definitely something more special. Like it looks really freaking cool.
I didn't watch till the very end, so I did not know that it was actually turned into like a 3D platform
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's a lot of work that went into this.
Oh
Like that's
yeah.
super cool. It comes out in 2023, so that is awesome. I love that.
Ugh.
Skate Skate Story looks cool too. What's that?
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Shoes of a Demon, skateboarding through the world of glass and pain.
That also looks really
That
neat. Yeah, like if you have just have to watch it. It looks like a really chill game. You might drink a
all
Goombay
right.
Smash and play that game, okay?
Do you have anything else from Devolver? Or was that all?
That's it. That's all my
Okay.
throat can handle because I'm so thirsty and I have no water left, so I'm trying not to like start coughing. So bear
um,
with
uh,
me.
no, you're good. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Wholesome Direct. So this is a direct that is again like primarily completely indie games. Showing off over 90 games. So they show a lot of games in this one. So obviously I'm not going to go through all of them, but I am going to touch on a couple. So similar to the Bear Bed and Breakfast game, um, Little Bear Chef got announced. It is kind of like a Cooking Mama game, but you're a bear, and it's also really cute. So it's a game about a very small bear working in a very large kitchen. So you're like super small. And you're trying to start like a successful restaurant. So it's kind of similar in the way it's working with like smaller planes. So you're super small. It's supposed to come out next year. Um, and then the other game that I wanted Jericho to show off is called Melatonin.
Okay.
This
So,
looks super cool.
okay.
Game that Cody, a friend of the show, is very excited for as well. So this story is about self-reflection and it's about sleep. So obviously melatonin makes you go to sleepy sleep.
Yeah, I have to take that most of the
Um,
time.
yeah, I can relate. Uh, it's about like self-reflection. And it's told through like these rhythm mini games. So the art's super
Oh, this is
cool. It's
neat.
very
Yes, I'm sold. It's really cool.
yeah. So you got these mini games that merge into reality and game and dreams together. So you're not sure like are you awake? Are you dreaming? Um, it's super neat art style. Like you're at work and you're just like
It definitely leans
doing.
into like social media, adult anxieties, that things that you shouldn't be thinking about. You should be trying to rest.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
you see the
crazy.
little phone thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one looks really interesting. It seems like very puzzly and like I really like the rhythm aspect of it. It seems like a lot. I love the color palette, how it's all like very cohesive.
Me too.
So this game really stuck out to me, and it's supposed to actually come out this year. It comes out in
Oh,
September
nice.
16th
I'll
on
definitely. That
PC
is.
and Switch. It comes out on Switch. I feel like this would be fun on
Yeah,
Switch.
perfect.
But yeah, it uses animations and sound cues to beat, so you stay on the beat the whole time. So your goal
Hmm.
is to like while you're doing these rhythm games, clicking things at the sound of the beat. So I don't think
Heck yeah.
that click cuts down.
Oh, with my headphones on, it'd be real chill, really fun to play.
Uh, It seems very immersive and super
Mm-hmm.
like just turn your brain off and like play this game. Um, so that is what I'm most excited about that I saw in Wholesome Games. There's also a couple other ones. So there's this one that's called A Walk with Yaya. This one is categorized as a light adventure game, visual novel, taking over your grandma, your grandmother,
Oh,
exploring the neighborhood, talking with her as you help her regain confidence after she has a scary fall.
that's gonna
So
make
she
me
like,
cry, Kayla.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh, but it says it's a light adventure game, but it really looks like around with your grandma. It's gonna be out on PC and Switch on August 20th. So all of these games just look super like wholesome, literally exactly like the direct is named wholesome. Um, that's really the highlights, but there's a ton of games that came out from that direct. Yeah, so Hurricane Tron said I'm thirsty for a Goombay Smash or whatever it is.
if I had one of those right now, I'd just pass out.
And Hurricane Tron also said, "Wow, all these games look awesome. I didn't even see these." Yeah, it's like the wholesome direct and the Day of the Devs are kind of similar, so I think sometimes they can get missed. So I always like to bring in some nice indie games that are coming out. So that's really all that I have. I think that you want to end with anything from Capcom,
I
or
can,
did
but
you have
before
anything for
I
today?
got this website pulled up and it's so white. It's like making me look like a ghost, but it woke me up. If you want to know what is in a Goombay Smash, if you want to make this recipe, lovely drink at your home, you take 6 tablespoons of pineapple juice, uh, quarter cup orange juice, quarter cup Malibu rum or
Ooh.
coconut flavored rum.
If you're
Uh,
of age, of course, kids, of course.
And this is fancy. It's like 2 tablespoons of light rum, 2 tablespoons of gold rum, 2 tablespoons of dark rum, 2 pineapple
Oh,
wedges, 2 orange slices. That's why I got messed up. There's a lot of
yeah.
rum. There's a
It's a
lot of
lot of rum.
rum, but it's divine.
Ooh.
Delicious.
I didn't get that one. You should have told me before I left. Dang it.
I didn't for some reason I thought you were going on a better cruise line. Not saying
No,
Carnival's not the best, but like it's like
it's not the fanciest.
it's your introductory cruise, okay? But I love it. I
Mhm.
will always go Carnival cruises.
I'm trying
So,
to save money, live fast. You
I
know.
did.
Hurricane Tron said about to get Goombade.
Let's go.
Did you
Goombade.
did Did you want to wrap us up with Capcom? Anything from that?
Oh yeah,
Did we talk about it already? I can't
me
remember.
and you talked about it because we should be excited because there is Resident. I can't talk. I am so tired.
Raise
Resident Evil Village got
DLC.
DLC. And no spoilers here. We're trying to spoil it. We've already talked about it in one episode, but like the DLC is gonna be really fun. It's exactly what me and Kayla need. If you finish Village, you're gonna be very happy with the DLC. That's all I'll say.
Let's just say it extends
It's
the game.
extended.
Yeah. And if you have seen it, you should or you care about spoilers, we actually have some clips on our YouTube channel of me playing it. And Jerica's like with me. We're doing like a
Sorry, I'm yawning. It's actually I can't. It's not that I don't care about what you're saying. I'm just yawning a lot because I'm tired.
It's been a long day. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking through this episode. It's been a long one. We had a ton to catch up on, so I hope we didn't gloss over any of your favorite games. But if we did, you can always let us know on Instagram.
Maybe we can talk about them next week because there's tons of stuff I just like went over really fast. And I'm sure I forgot something.
I think we hit all the things. The thing is, this is gaming news that
we care about,
and maybe some that we don't. But there was none that I didn't care about this week.
Yeah, we cared about all of it. We rarely talk about games we don't care about. Yeah. We talk about any games that we don't care about. We should talk about more games we don't care about.
No. So that's why you come to us. You get the games that we try to give you the good scoop, the new games, the ones that look like they're gonna be great. We don't want to give you none of that good.
I'm gonna make a Goom-based Smash game. Like you have to recreate the perfect Goom-based Smash. Okay, it's not just a Carnival cruise ship. Like it is I thought it was. I was like, I looked up Goom-based Smash and I thought Carnival Cruise Line's Goom-based Smash recipe, but it's just a Bohemian beverage. So I could probably get one of these at like Cheesecake Factory. I always thought I had to be on a cruise ship.
Ooh, I just thought about something. A sim game where you run your own cruise ship.
I would play it in a heartbeat. I'm sold. Because like you gotta get the ice sculptures out, you gotta refill the ice cream machines, you gotta get the casino machines working.
Yeah, you gotta make drinks, bartender. I'm sure there's a bartender sim game. So
I'd play that too. That'd be really fun.
They said, dude, I'd play. Katronica said, "Cocktail Mama."
Cocktail Mama, let's go.
That'll be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Late from Lunch said you gotta hide the dead bodies on the cruise ship.
I'm pretty sure at least one or two people die on every cruise line.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I don't know if I said it like it was a real fact. I don't think that's real, but it wouldn't surprise me. And they would hide it.
I was a little afraid. I was like, if I told my parents, I was like, if I go missing, Hunter threw me over the edge.
You did it. I will do a murder podcast on it. Like, I will figure out the truth for you, Kayla.
My co-host went missing.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago today.
2 weeks ago, and it was not normal. She would have told me if she was about to go missing. I think.
I would have. Be like, hey, I'm going off the deep end. Anywho, speaking of going off the deep end, I think we're gone past it because I'm loopy. I'm tired.
I'm very loopy as well.
So let's wrap it up, guys. There was a lot of good games that are coming out. It's a great time to be a gamer.
Yep. It's gonna be 8 years until we play that Hideo Kojima cloud game.
Oh yeah. That's but it's gonna be great though. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, we will be back soon. No cruises planned in the time being, so no distractions. But if you want to check out, if you missed part of the beginning of this, we'll put it on YouTube so you can get the whole thing. Make sure you go follow us on those other social platforms to get notified live again. And thank you all who engaged in the chat. We always love you guys give us stuff to talk about. Love the interaction. So if you didn't catch this one live, definitely. So I'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Don't forget to drink your Goom-based Smashes.
Goomba.
Goombas. Yeah.